My name is Chris Murawsky. I'm a director of research here at Amgen British Columbia, and I head the Domain Discovery and Immunization team. I got started at Amgen in 2010 and really came here by accident. I was on the academic path, going to start my own lab at a university, and a friend of mine reached out to me and pointed out the opportunity, and I interviewed, and I've been here ever since. My formal education started here at the University of British Columbia. I did my undergraduate degree in genetics, then went on to Cambridge University to do my PhD in molecular biology, and then a postdoctoral fellowship at the Salk Institute in San Diego. The transition for me from academia to working at Amgen was really driven by the opportunity to impact patients' lives directly. In academia, a lot of the time, basic research feels very disconnected from the ultimate aim, which is improving patients' lives. But at Amgen, that impact is much more direct. One of the most interesting things that I've been a part of recently has been trying to figure out how to make the next generation of therapeutics. We've acquired a new platform that allows us to make so-called multi-specific drugs. And so these are drugs that can target more than one target. And so this allows for all sorts of new biology to be impacted. I think this really is just the first steps into the next wave of new biologics that are going to come about. The most fulfillment I get from my job is being able to visualize the connection from the things that we're doing every day in the lab and the ideas that people are coming up with and the decisions that we're making, being able to see the end path to that potential molecule becoming a human therapeutic. And that's something that you just can't get enough of, and I've been lucky enough to see that happen a few times. I guess I got interested in science very early on. My father was a biology teacher for many, many years, and so I was always around science. My father wrote a few books when I was a child, teaching other teachers how to teach or how to run field trips, and so he needed subjects for those books, and so my brother and I ended up being the primary subjects of those. He'd set us up doing experiments and take pictures of us doing it, and we have these documented early days of us both being scientists. My dad influenced me very much, always asking me, have you seen this? Have you thought about this? And so just, comfortable with asking questions and not knowing. And I think that really piqued my interest, that science was a method for getting to, the answers to unknown questions. While I was completing my PhD, my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I've kind of seen full circle that, what the patient experience is and then what having access to medicines that can treat these diseases, what kind of benefit that has for them. And luckily, he's fine and doing great today. But seeing my father go through his diagnosis and treatment really brought focus back to the work that we do and the importance of that. And the potential for helping patients like my dad is a really powerful and motivating force. My father was very fortunate to have access to treatment options, but that I realized that it's not something that is available to everyone in the world, and certainly not here in BC. So it's something that I think that Amgen is really focused on and on improving, and we're here to do whatever we can to change that.